Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for October 20th to the 31st. We're doing the rest of the month. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump right in. This is possibly going to be your most social, your most networking, your most wonderful, exciting, favorite 11 days of not only the month, probably the year. Remember, a month of transformation, and it's coming in hot now, all right? And when I say this may be your favorite 11 days, that's a big statement, but considering you just had Venus sextile Jupiter, you just had the grand air trine, you had Mars accelerating your destiny, and all of that, wonderful, exciting, but that's like the kiddie pool compared to what you're about to experience. Welcome to the grown-up pool. I hope you are strapped in from this point forward. You see what's happening here. There's a lot more on the back. Blue asterisk, always the best aspects, yeah? But you know that Pluto is officially direct at 1 degree, okay? You're feeling and will really feel the next 2 weeks transformation, okay? Big time, especially with your everyday activities, your routines, your health, as well as work, all part of the sixth house. There is also you're being social, okay? You're being social because you've also got Jupiter trine Saturn. Remember, that's happening, okay? That's Jupiter in Cancer, exalted in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces. So Jupiter Cancer is in your 11th house. That's all about your support system. It's networking, it's friendships, it's your squad, it's community, affiliations, it's things like that. But it's also your future hopes, wishes, long-term goals, and commitments. And it's connecting with Saturn in Pisces and your 7th house of relationships and commitments and love and marriage and contracts and agreements. Like, you remember, the North Node is there too. And then you've got the power couple, Venus and Mars, and their home signs. They're in their happy places, working overtime for you when it comes to love and intimacy, and money is a big thing for you. It's huge. Your passions, your deep passions, right? Mars and Scorpio. You've got it made. And remember, Mars and Mercury, by the way, your ruling planet Mercury, yeah, they're in Scorpio. Remember what they did over the weekend? Yeah. They broed down. They were broing down. They conjuncted to make sure you take action to receive and achieve everything you set your mind on. Okay. And you probably will, because it's Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. Remember, that is deep and intense. And while all of that is happening, you have Tuesday, October 21st, the landmark Venus ruled new moon in Libra, 28 degrees, 9 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. Convert that to wherever you live in the world. This is huge. For you, this is insanely huge. As you know, Libra rules your 2nd house of money, of finances, salary, income, big, and your values and material possessions. You got Venus at home in Libra. Venus is money. So not only are you going to see the beauty in all things with this very auspicious new moon, one of the best of the year, which is all about harmony and justice and even new beginnings. This is a new moon, so please plant seeds in relationships and partnerships and love and contracts and your pleasures, but also money. You're going to be making money. All right. This new moon is ultra special because you know the moon is forming that grand air trine with Uranus in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. What does that do? It connects with Uranus in Gemini in your 10th house of career, and your reputation and honors and achievements, and just your reputation is the biggest thing. Fame is the 10th house. And connecting with Pluto and Aquarius in your 6th house of everyday activities, your lifestyle, and work. So you see that you're going through some big changes with career, profession, work. If you're not here for any of that, it's just your deep passions, okay? This is breakthrough energy. And Uranus is all about the surprises, the unexpected. There you have a new moon in Libra, right? Yeah, a lot of y'all may get proposed to. You might have a sliding doors moment. You might meet the one. You might become CEO of your company. You might make a bigger salary here. You might get a big promotion. All that could be out of the blue. Yeah, this is really big. Pluto, remember, is direct and unbound. He represents transformation at a time where you're going through immense transformation with Mars and Mercury and Scorpio already. Wow. You are seeking it, you're wanting it, you're feeling it, and you're willing it. Now, what's really turning up the notch on this day, the new moon in Libra, is Mercury conjuncting Mars. You're going to feel that. They're adding fuel to your conversations, they're in your third house of communication, of you launching businesses. That's the third house of you being curious about, oh, I'm going to do this way, or you selling things, you also writing projects. It's a big thing here. Writing, PR, advertising, marketing, your brand, and travel. And you got a lot of family stuff too. But even still, there's big conversations we're having because Mercury is conjuncting Mars. Sure, they're traveling together for pretty much the rest of the month, but that means they're now forming a grand water trine with Jupiter and Cancer and Saturn and Pisces. What is happening here? Remember, Jupiter's trine Saturn. There's a pyramid, all right? That's the rest of the month, okay? And write this down, your Virgos. I'll take notes, okay? October 24th to the 29th is the peak of this grand water trine. It's all the water signs. It's emotionally moving. I mean, talk about passion, but Mars alone in Scorpio. Remember, that's your intense passions, your willpower, your determination, your endorphins just kicked up because it's Mars, Mercury, and the Prism portal all happening with this new moon in Libra. It's not just opening doors for you, it's kicking them down. You're going to feel incredibly optimistic and, of course, emotionally moved. This is happening for 2 weeks under the spell, the beautiful spell of the new moon in Libra. Remember, that's a 2-week window. You feel it strongest the first week, though. So go ahead, do your fist pump. Yeah, do, the kicking your heels in the air thing. This is going to be amazing. Just don't forget, set intentions, plant seeds. This is your second house. Money, money, money. All right. Relationships too. It's Venus ruled and it's in Libra. Partnerships, it can be career. Partnerships and career, it's one-on-one. It can be new friendships with Jupiter blessing you in that area. Whatever it is, it's going to be big. Cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your best friend, Henry, or for your husband, Joe, it doesn't matter. All the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, will feel the new moon the most. And I do like it for the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Now, the grand water trine, oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, if you know your natal chart, your birth chart, if you have any planets 27 to 29 degrees in any of the air signs, yeah, you're going to feel that new moon the most. Now, the grand water trine, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces will feel that the most, but I love it for earth signs. If you have any planets in your chart 24 to 26 degrees in any of the water signs, you're going to feel it the most. But all the modalities are activated. Every sign is going to feel all of this. And if anything, it would be that grand water trine with Mercury, your ruling planet, being part of it. And again, there's so much on the back. And speaking of Mercury, there's a catch here. And that's my job. It's my job to give you the catches. Mercury will go retrograde. Mercury's a ruling planet. That will happen in November. But Mercury also, has his post shadow periods. This is the day Mercury goes into shadow. So just bear that in mind. It's not the biggest deal. He's dipping his toes in, that retrograde, but it's in Scorpio. Okay. So there is a little bit of, the biggest thing for you, to be honest, for Mercury and shadow, it's going to be, a lot of family energy, a lot of people that it's in your third house of communication. Remember, that's already Mercury ruled. So you're going to be getting like a lot of people from the past, especially siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, relatives, and neighbors. There could be something with travel, you traveling to places that you loved in the past. That's going to start happening for you. Okay. They're going to be coming back. All right. You're going to get DMs from people and texts and whatnot the next 2 weeks. Now, Wednesday, the 22nd, Neptune moves back into Pisces. Love this. January 2026. Okay. That's as long. And actually my birthday, Neptune will be in Pisces until January 28th, 2026. This is a big deal because this is the last time in our lifetime Neptune will be into Pisces, right? But you're going to love this. It's that creativity. It's that compassion. It's that intuition that Neptune is a ruler of Pisces that you're going to feel. We've had this since 2011. Think about, remember, Neptune's very visual, storytelling, visualized, right? Think of like even social media taking off since 2011. Just everything that Neptune has done in Pisces. All right. So it is kind of bittersweet that Neptune is officially going to be leaving Pisces in January, but That's the thing. There is going to be something here very nostalgifying for you in terms of partnerships and relationships. That's what Neptune rules in your 7th house, okay? And possible unfinished emotional work. That's why Neptune is coming back, especially with your ideals when it comes to partnerships, contracts, commitments, all right? Saturn and Neptune are together again, yeah? So remember, there's that deja vu, but they were together since March 2023. So what did you learn? What did you learn about partnerships, relationships, marriage, love? What did you learn, right? Since March 2023 to now, because Saturn was giving you life lessons. This is their check-in. It's like a pop quiz or saying like, what did you learn? All right, cool. You've grown. You've had your spiritual growth. We're going to help turn your dreams into reality. Neptune also now joins the Grand Water Trine. And I want you to think of the Grand Water Trine that's happening for the next 2 weeks, kind of like a train, okay? There's going to be planets that hop on, hop off, etc. Okay, but there is going to be those core planets driving it for the next 2 weeks. Now, around midnight, Thursday the 23rd, you have the sun moving into Scorpio. Welcome to Scorpio season. You know Mars and Mercury here. Therefore, you have a stellium. Stellium is when you have 3 or more planets in a sign that is amplifying 3 times the deep intensity, okay? Your passions. You are going to be communicating very passionately. It's in your 3rd house. Again, there may be something here with your local community. There may be something here with social media for you. It's a good time to, if you want to brand yourself, you have a lot of energy, right? With Jupiter and Cancer in your 11th. So really great. And also remember, this energy, Scorpio energy, is not only transformation, but it's that detective work. It's really digging deep. What are your truths, right? Now, you're going to be applying all this energy. You're going to be having a lot of conversations. You're going to have a lot on your mind regarding relationships, building partnerships, building your wealth, building your legacy on top of your transformation for the next 4 weeks, okay? You're ready to transform your life fully with Pluto in Aquarius in your 6th house. That's your home, by the way. So your daily routines, everything is about to change, especially work, or you're going to feel this intensity there. I want change. I want this promotion. I want to do my own thing. Whatever it is, it's deep, all right? The Scorpio energy is very like, we need to talk energy, because you need to get everything, your way, right? With the Scorpio energy, but also Pluto in your 6th, and you're a Virgo, right? My mom's a Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon. I get it. Here's the other thing. What I did not tell you in your monthly forecast, sure, we have a stellium, the Sun, Mars, and Mercury in Scorpio, but you guessed it, the moon. The moon will also be in Scorpio this day. Now, if you're a subscriber, I always talk about the moon in Scorpio. When the moon is in Scorpio, it has an intensity of its own. It's deep. It's heightened intuition, though, but it's deep, okay? Really digging for truth. Things really come into the surface. Now, with that said, the moon now joins the Grand Water Trine, okay? For, a day or so. But you have a triple conjunction, Mars, Mercury, and the moon in Scorpio. You're going to have things to say, all right? It's the moon. It's emotions, it's feelings with the mind, with the heart, with your desires, your passion, all of that. Remember what I said even a few weeks ago. What are you willing to endure for what you desire? That's what this is. Remember, Scorpio energy is Phoenix rising from the ashes. You want change, especially with communication, work. You got a lot of home stuff happening still, by the way, all right? Friendships, but you're really hyper-focused on your future goals and dreams, all right? Mars is really leading the brigade here, okay? He's the stronger force. Just a reminder, Mars in Scorpio is strong. Mars is the god warrior and a very emotionally intense sign that's now part of a Grand Water Trine. So this can be a little bit gung-ho, all right? You've got your ruling planet Mercury here in your 3rd house. I said you are going to be saying things. This can be a little shooting from the lips. Just keep that in mind, all right? Because again, it's strong energy with this conjunction with the moon now involved. So be very mindful. It can be really great too. It's like water well energy. It's emotionally energetic, emotionally assertive. It's you getting things off your chest. It's that, right? Truths coming to the surface, revelations, all of that. You hearing something, it's your 3rd house. There's definitely going to be conversations, or again, you thinking about things. Just remember, this is all part of your journey. Now, the reason I'm harping on that is because that's strong, but it's having the same day that Jupiter will square Chiron in Aries. So you've already been feeling this all month. It was a buildup to this moment. So people will just feel sensitive around this time. All right. And Eris is here, Mars' sister, the goddess warrior. Remember the perfection last week. Haven't happened in, 50 years, but there we go. So she's ripping off the Band-Aid. Anything that you need to heal when it comes to your transformation, because Chiron and Eris are in your 8th house. Aries rules your 8th house of death and rebirth, of caterpillar to butterfly, phoenix rising from the ashes, transformation, but also building relationships deeply. And it can be career, it can be business partners, but also wealth. You got a lot of money stuff. You're really hyper focused on your legacy is what you are. And so there's some healing you're going to do, even shadow work. Okay. You have Mars and Mercury and the sun and the moon all in Scorpio at the same time. Scorpio is all about shadow work. So you, out of all the signs, Virgo, this day may be doing some work, healing, okay? Healing, right? Remember, it's Jupiter. There's confidence healing. I talked more about it last week, but the reason why I'm harping again on what's happening here, you see it's like bang, 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 like day after day after day after day after day. A lot happening. Friday, October 24th, you have the sun in Scorpio square Pluto in Aquarius. Now, let me remind you, Scorpio is the scorpion, has the stinger. And as I said last week, those stings linger, okay? So remember, you are someone that's going to be saying a lot of things and having a lot of conversations. If it's not you, it could be things that you hear that really, this is a square. All right. This one's strong. It's 2 fixed signs. Pluto happens to be Scorpio's ruler, twice the intensity here. So there is a little bit of a West Side story. Yeah. Power struggles, egos, come at me, bro, energy with this square. And again, the sun is in Scorpio with a couple other planets in your 3rd house of communicating. Okay. And the mind, remember, big thing here, thinking things. Remember, this is a square. So it could be, this is control. This is resentment. Remember, I talked about holding on to grudges. Yeah. Pluto is part of this in your 6th. There can be some extremity here. And being obsessed with something, not letting it go. Also, secrets unearthed, secrets being divulged, whether it's you, whether it's something you hear. Maybe someone tells you something and, that's something that you're just like, oh, okay, now I know this. Or there's something someone says to poke the bear, you're the bear, and you've been holding something in, and now it's coming out, but forcefully. So this is a square. Just be mindful at a time of everything that I just said with heightened emotions. Keep that in mind. All right. This is you again working with this energy. All right. If you own a banana store and a customer comes in and says, oh, I think bananas are overrated. Be responsive, not reactive, stay frosty, be cool. This is just heightening your emotions. Okay. Basically it's burnout energy. Okay. It's burnout energy. There could be a point of burnout here if you're expending your energy into something not worth your time. You've got bigger fish to fry. You got all these amazing trines. Again, a lot more in the back. This is just a little speed bump. All right. So keep that in mind. Also, bear in mind, Uranus and Pluto are still trine. Remember, they're part of the prison portal. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave that at the end of this video on what you can expect for the next 2 years for you with this rare grand trine that nobody on Earth has ever lived through, ever experienced in modern human history. It's a lot of work stuff. It's a lot of career stuff. So if there's anything here, it's going to be not seeing eye to eye with a colleague, employee, boss, or siblings. All right. Now, the other thing is that Pluto, by the way, in your 6, Pluto in Aquarius, it's your 6, right? So Pluto is a planet that says, are you going to fear me or are you going to own me, right? So you want to own this moment. You want to use those higher expressions of feeling driven to succeed, feeling empowered in everything that you do. We all have the power to choosing the high frequency. All right. This is a day where you might want to compliment someone. You might want to leave a tip in a tip jar. You want to do something that is going to raise your frequency. Remember, you're on a karmic journey. You create your reality. Never, ever let anyone take away your power. Okay. And as I always say, never let anyone pull you into their low energy frequency. What do? You pulled them out of theirs. That is karma. That's how it works. That's the greater good. Choose to be radiant at this time. It is a time to build bridges, not burn them. All right. So just saying, it's strong. Now, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius will feel this the most. Okay. Sun square Pluto. If you have any planets 0 to 2 degrees in your chart, any of those signs, stay frosty, be cool. Look at what's coming. You got a lot happening here. Actually, there may be something with home, family, with the moon conjunct Juno and Sagittarius. We'll talk about that in the second spread. But yeah, there may be something here where you may have to just make a decision for your freedom, for your pursuit of happiness in home, family matters. It can be even, the foundations of your life, setting things up in your life, and even real estate. Now, Mercury in Scorpio will trine Jupiter in Cancer. This is absolutely bonkers. Amazing for you. This is your ruling planet, and this is your big ideas. This is you making a major announcement, maybe getting a surge of luck. It's Jupiter, abundance. This is a big breakthrough moment here, right? Communication, negotiation, all of that really strong contracts. I mean, come on. You have Jupiter in Cancer with your support system, with affiliations and groups. You could be forming a group. You're signing something. It's, Jupiter natively rules your 7th of contracts during the new moon in Libra. That's all about, love, relationships, partnerships, and contracts. You're signing something. It's big. All right. So I really love what's happening. So whatever you put into motion here, what wheels you put into motion, and even just, solidifying something or making some sort of verbal agreement. Don't let Sun square Pluto take this moment away from you. You're the author of your story. Yeah. But B, whatever happens here, Jupiter's blessing. Yeah. He's passing it along to Saturn because you see October 25th, Mercury will then trine Saturn. This is a package deal. Saturn is building that foundation for you for the long term, all about long-term goals and your long-term goals and commitments. That's what Saturn does. So you're going to feel this strongly over the weekend. You're also definitely going to have a moment where do it now. Take out a big red pen. Yeah. Circle this date in your calendar, please. And then write, sign, contract. This is one of the best days. All right. Or just even this peak period. Remember, we're now in the peak period of the grand water trine. And so you have Saturn in your 7th house of contracts. You have Mercury in your 3rd house of agreements and signing contracts. Like you're good. And Jupiter bringing you those blessings in your long-term goals and dreams. So there's definitely something happening around this time. Now, and thank you for everyone who has joined Great Awakener. Speaking of a month of revelations and secrets coming to the surface, I got something to tell you. But let's keep going. Look at what's happening. Wednesday, July, where'd that come from? Wednesday, October 27th, Mars will trine Jupiter. Okay. It's one of my all-time favorite aspects, by the way. It happens once a year. You want to catch this one. You want to catch this one. Take advantage of this one. It is one of the best days of 2025. All right. And we are talking all caps, and I don't even know what's going on here. There we go. All right. So this is amazing. This is amazing. Oof, oh my gosh. I'm trying to get this. You're my last, by the way, Virgo. You're my last. I'm doing your last. I'm trying to get this up. That's why I just early in the morning. I'm trying to get this up by all of the forecasts by noon today. I'm trying to get back on track on Wednesdays. It is October 15th. We're going fast. All right. So Mars trine Jupiter. This is going to be one of your favorite aspects because again, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer in your 11th house of your future hopes and dreams and goals, connecting with Saturn, by the way, in a trine that's building that foundation. You have Mars in its domicile in Scorpio in your 3rd house. You've got something big happening. You got something really big happening here where a lot of other people are going to be involved. Okay. But again, Jupiter is joy. There's so much joy with whatever's happening here, but this is also Mars, drive, passion, deep, intense passion. So this is courage, right? This is courage and the actions that you take that produce opportunity and expansion. It comes with a package, wisdom, optimism. This is fortune favoring the bold. This is the Holy Grail. This is great for launches, passion projects, intimate relationships still, right? There's something that you're signing. There's something here with partnerships and even friendships, maybe even starting your own group or community, whatever it is, you're going to feel that joy and feel it. Tell yourself, I'm going to feel joy this day. Yeah, because I deserve it. You're raising your frequency. Okay. Remember, you're still under the window of the new moon in Libra anyway. Like, this is amazing. So whatever seeds you planted around that time, which was literally what, like 7 days ago, like this is, you're going to start seeing your effort pay off. You're going to see the blossoming of things. So please take that action. The other thing is there may be some things, again, with home and family. You have a moon in Capricorn this day, and it's going to be at 26 degrees. The moon in Capricorn is very no nonsense. It's like rolling your sleeves up, get the job done. You're going to feel this, all right? It feels like you have a mission to find joy in love, things that bring you pleasure, romance, true love, family, children. There's something here where you may even find more stability and success. That's this energy because the moon will be forming a mini grand trine with Mars in Scorpio and Saturn in Pisces. And as you see, Mars will trine Saturn. So you've got something really big here. And the reason I bring up the moon in Capricorn for you, that's your 5th house of joy and pleasure and creative projects. But Saturn is Capricorn's ruler. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. We'll talk about this in the second spread, but here's the thing. Wednesday the 29th, a loaded day, all right? Mars trine Saturn, perfecting. So again, you're feeling this days before, days after, Jupiter blessing anything that's been happening here, passing along to Saturn. This is for the long term, okay? Longevity, right? To your ambitions and your goals. And this is Mars trine Saturn. This is the 2 malefic planets playing nicely. They're doing something special for you. You know they're building something of lasting value. Now you have Mercury trine Neptune in Pisces, 29 degrees. This is poetry in motion. This is beautiful. This is compassionate conversations, even your creativity off like a whole other level. And a lot of that, it will be applied to you and your dreams of, this partnership, relationship, your ideals, all of that. So this is just a lot of creative energy, and also pay attention to your dreams. Like Neptune literally is dreams. It's in Pisces, right? Your North Node's there. It's Saturn's there too. There's something being built here. And then it really is like a parting gift, this aspect for Mercury before he moves into Sagittarius. We'll talk about that next week in your November forecast, but that's just going to be bringing a lot of attention to home. Okay, home and family, a lot of conversations happening here. You're going to be thinking about a lot of things. Mercury will be opposite Uranus as soon as he moves into Sagittarius. All right, so there may be something here with home career. Also, it's a little bit of like outspoken energy. Yeah, this aspect. So just bear that in mind. But it is helping you see the big picture. Now, the last thing that's happening is not the last thing, but you see that the moon we have a first quarter moon in Aquarius. This is big. We'll talk about it more in the second spread, but this is the day, okay, Virgo, that if you've been tracking like the rest of the world, the interstellar object 3i Atlas, right? I've talked about this. I've told you what it is on Great Awakener. This is the day it will be the closest to the sun. What is the sun? It gives light, right? So we'll get to actually see what it is. But I have said it's like a Kazemi. It's going to be in the heart of the sun. It's like a refresh. It's a reset. You have the moon in Aquarius, right? The moon illuminates. And also, it's the moon in Aquarius. Aquarius rules humanity, represents the collective. And as I've said, it doesn't matter if it's, an interstellar object or not. Planets, luminaries, fixed stars, asteroids, planetoids, they all have impact on us. Yeah? Everything's made of energy. They're connecting. That's what astrology is. So whatever this interstellar object is, we're going to feel the energy. Now, the last thing is that, Uranus is retrograde. And then by November, like the first week of November, we'll talk about it when we get to it. Uranus is going back to Taurus, okay? And therefore will pass that 0 degree point. Therefore, Uranus will conjunct Alcyone in the Pleiades. Yeah? 7 sisters. Anyway, that's a big deal. There's got to be some change. Anyway, but for you, there's still going to be a lot of change in your everyday activities. This is a first quarter moon. We'll talk about the second spread. It's just, You're going to be anything that you need a correct course on, you're going to be doing. Now, Mercury sextile, Pluto in Aquarius, there you go. Perfecting October 30th. Amazing. You're going to feel this strongly. Mercury's a ruler. Pluto is in your home. Okay. So there's something here. This is all about power, the power of like persuasion, power in words and ideas, even like influential, like really, having a great conversation with like a boss, VIP, whatever it is. This is for you. Okay. This is for you when it comes to especially work, but there is a lot of home stuff with Mercury and Sagittarius. All right. So let's get started. Oh yeah. Let's get started. Virgo, let's see what's going on for you for the last 2 weeks of October. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising. Okay, Virgo. I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview. How are y'all doing? If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will, Virgo. Secondly, you know that, I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. And my big reveal is, yes, this weekend, please pay attention to October 18th to the 20th, okay? I'm going to debut the big thing that I've been working on at greatawakener.com. It's basically, I custom built a chat GPT, like kind of like a chat GPT that reads your birth chart, your natal chart. So you can just plug in your details and any question that you ask will be unique to you. All right. There's tarot, there's spirituality. There's a lot that it's been months in the works. But anyway, I will walk you through it this weekend. Really excited about it. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my gosh. You get the, oh my gosh. You are so, oh my gosh. I can't even. This is gonna. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, you just made this very easy for me, Virgo. Thank you so much. Ace of Swords. Wow. There's your big breakthrough. There's your big breakthrough and contract. That's going to change your life. That is going. Like you just have two aces. You just got two aces. Like what? Ace of Swords. Yeah. More. The swords. The mental suit. It's communication. It's thoughts. It's thinking, processing. It's ideas. Big, brilliant breakthrough ideas. This is also like everything I said, like a negotiation. It's like everything's here. Everything, brainstorming, everything's here. But that's a most powerful sword in all of tarot. And it's a hand of spirit offering you this sword. There's victory, there's success, there's everything. This is an ace, this new direction, new way of thinking, new way of seeing things, but also your life changing because you're contracts or some verbal agreement or some conversation that changed your life, or a conversation that, or even you saying something that changes everything. Whatever it is, it's powerful and it's all part of this new, literally, this is a portal with these two aces. Yeah. The Ace of Cups in the heart of your spread. This is a card. This is a Tears of Joy card. It's in the heart of your spread. What? This is insane. This is all this. Remember, Grand Water Trine, all water. This is emotions, feelings, love, relationships. You even see the dove here at the top. The dove, universal symbol of peace and harmony and justice, all of that. It's highly associated with Libra. All right. But doves mate for life. You have your Saturn, which is all about the long-term longevity commitments in your 7th house of love and marriage and partnerships. Like you have something huge here. A lot of y'all getting married. Congratulations. Big partnerships, signing big deals. There you go. This is the card where, think about the last time something brought you so much joy, it brought you to tears. There you go. All right. Like, getting proposed to, or having a baby, or, getting your dream job, or launching your business, whatever it was, you're having another moment, and it's big and it's powerful. You have the Three of Cups in your challenge area. That's fine. Don't worry about it. That's just saying, like, listen, there's got to be something that may be like, it begins now. Yeah. And so there may be some things that you're hoping were going to happen this week. It might take a little bit longer. Just that's all it is. All right. There's also something where it seems like there's something ending. Yeah. And it just feels like the way that it's ending might be a little, all right. So the third thing is that you might feel that whatever new thing is happening here, it might distance you from, your family, or that might be happening already, or even like friendships or groups. Just remember, you are on a karmic journey. You know what's best for you. You have Jupiter in your 11th house. So that's all very social. So it could just be this temporary thing. This is something new. It could even be like your colleagues. You have so much work stuff. It's like, oh my gosh, like I started my own business. I'm no longer working at this corporate job, but everyone there felt like family. And there's that. So you see, there's just going to be changes, adjustments. You have the Two of Wands in your crown. You're ready to go. You're planning. You're in planning mode. You're in Virgo mode. You've got your, your Notion set up, your Trello, all of it, your Asana. You got the world in your hand. I mean, he's at the highest point in the castle. You're good. You got something big brewing happening for you. And it's all about like putting things in motion. You have the Magician, the Ritter spread. This is big. You know this is big. This is not normal. This is not normal. Super rare. This is you saying, yeah, I know. I have the power to manifest whatever I want. Then I'm going to. Because not only is the Magician a card of action, as above, so below. I talked about that with Uranus and Pluto. Uranus, the sky god. Pluto, the ruler of the underworld. They're in that trine, right? That's really changing everything for you. But this card is attributed to Mercury, your ruling planet. So you're definitely going to have wheels in motion. Temperance in your future. You've got an archangel saying, oh, here you are. All right, great. We've set everything up. This brand new journey for you, brand new chapter. And that's very exciting. Now you can sit back. Everything is going to work out. You're going to get to your, legacy, your goals. All right. I'm going to make sure you get there. So you don't have to stress everything. You don't have to, you're good. You're good. Temperance is all about self-restraint. It's moderation. It's not, it's avoiding extremes and all of that, but you're good. I don't even know what to say. Like you're really, really good. This is big. All right, let's get to your stuff. Virgo, you're making this easy. I love it. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Okay. You see that there is something major happening here. I can't. And I love y'all. All right. So, oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the thing. Your life is about to change in ways that you had never imagined. The Ten of Swords, great. Everything that was up here, taking up too much headspace, things that you felt, maybe they were small things like, someone, maybe, I don't know, they rubbed you the wrong way, right? Or it could be something big, like, there was true betrayal, or there was something here that made you feel, like, oh, you were really going through it. Well, it's over now, okay? So 10 is the end. This is a card of new dawn. That sun is coming out. These dark clouds are clearing. All this is saying is, yeah, you went through things the hard way, perhaps, especially up here, communicating with others. Maybe you said things you didn't mean to. Maybe people said things to you. Whatever it was, it really had an impact on you. But now it's time to pick yourself up and take the swords out of your back, right? And you're about to have this rebirth. That's what Scorpio energy is, death and rebirth, right? So this is, and his hand gesture, same as the Hierophant, so it's blessings. So whatever happened here, you were meant to learn from it because it's making you stronger. And that's what karmic cycles are. When you learn from experiences and you feel empowered for it, use it for empowerment, you never have to go through that experience again. All right? So this is, wow. Five of Swords here. In your external factors area, yeah, there's got to be a lot of there may be some not seeing eye to eye. Okay? Remember what I said. You create your reality, right? You're on a karmic journey. Everything has ripple effects. Okay? If someone's trying to provoke you, poke the bear, you're above that. Okay? You're above that. Ask yourself, do I even need this sword? Do I need these swords? Can I drop them like everyone else has? So that's going to be, it feels more, this card is an Aquarius card. All right. So you do have Pluto there in Aquarius in your 6th. It can be colleagues or employees. All right. Something that may have to do with health as well. It could be like even with family, the health of a relationship, even mental health, not seeing eye to eye. There's something there. But remember, this is amazing. And this is just saying, whatever's fueling you, all of this, don't ignore this, right? Whether it's you, whether it's someone else, It's a new moon in Libra. You've got the symbol, the dove, all about peace here. So yeah, anyway, Knight of Wands. You just want to start this new journey. That's all you want. And you're gonna. That's your mission. You're ready. You want to transform your life. And then in the end, you have Judgment. That's amazing. This is powerful spiritual awakening that you're going to have. This is a huge wake-up call. You have another archangel. You have Archangel Gabriel blowing the trumpet. As you know, that's sound, right? It's the only card in tarot that has a high association with sound. Blowing the trumpet. It's, what is that? Sound. It's healing. It's frequency. It's energy. It's vibrations. It wakes the dead. That's how powerful this card is. So there is a sense of you having some, like I said, you're going to see something you needed to see. It's going to be this profound experience that you have that stirs your soul. It's like huge wake-up call. But that's Uranus and Gemini anyway. Remember, expanding your consciousness. This is big. Have that moment. Have that big spiritual awakening. But it seems like something, it's like fated. That's going to bring you that. It's like, whoa. This is huge. This is really big. Anyway, you're good, Virgo. Thanks so much. Next week, we're doing November. There's a lot happening in November, and yeah, there's a lot. We'll talk about it next week. And then if you, the second spread, we're gonna do a spread just on the new moon in Libra. I want to isolate that. It is in your second house of money, self-value, self-worth, material possessions. Really nice, really nice. You got some big things happening here, but also. Yeah, we'll talk about some of the other aspects. Virgo, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. Y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.